nos dieron la historia de África, como también llegó Guilamela, que fue un profeta de Yaya Rastafari. La tierra viene de Yaya, la tierra es de Yaya, la tierra viene de Yaya, la tierra es de Yaya. Los árboles y los animales, padres y madres, que forman una familia. Luciano, Nelson Mandela y el honorable Martin Luther King. La tierra viene de allá, la tierra es de allá, la tierra viene de allá, la tierra es de allá. Juventud de la humanidad se están matando el uno al otro, robándose, quitándose la vida para sobrevivir. Tenemos que estar unidos. La tierra viene de allá, la tierra es de allá, la tierra viene de allá, la tierra es de allá. Luchando por la paz, luchando por la unidad, luchando por el amor, luchando por tranquilidad.
You know it, Alec. Always present, man. Roll call. I like that. We'll get started in a few minutes, all right? Let me just get everything straight. Greetings to everyone. Greetings, greetings. I love this song, and I produced that song. And my brethren of Puerto Rican descent from St. Croix sings that song. I love it. So anyway, let me get started here. Let me just pause that music here for a while. All right, how's everyone doing? All right. Yeah, man, it's Master Brown on the move again. Always find time to share some information with you guys. And tonight we are going to discuss treating arthritis and rheumatism, inflammation using turmeric. All right. The last presentation I did on turmeric was more than a year ago, and I felt compelled to come again for the second time and do this. Okay, so we'll be working with turmeric root, and these pieces here, this chunk. Okay, I grew these in my yard. Okay, from a farmer. A good bit of turmeric. So we will be working with the ones that I grew in the yard. Okay, real healthy, ones. All right, and this we're growing in the backyard. So I had a really good harvest, and this is just some of it. All right, and we'll discuss that and the ways it can help. This chunk here, I think I'm going to put it aside to grow. Put it back into the soil. Okay, so you guys know I'm a martial artist. I always have to say that because it helps me with it helps me prepare what I have to talk to you about, because it is relevant also to the presentation. Because as a martial artist, I use all my joints, every one of them. I put them to use. So to abate, swelling and inflammation of the joints, I have to get something. I have to use something to to keep inflammation down. All right, and turmeric is pretty harmless, unless of course you were taking some type of medication that that does not agree with it, and you want to check with your doctor always. If you want to start a regimen of herbs, natural medicine, because you really don't want to harm yourself. All right, you don't want to mix herbs with certain RX that really do not go together. They don't cooperate. Okay, so you have to be careful when you're doing this. All right, so I'm not a doctor. I've never claimed to be a doctor. This is my disclaimer right here. I'm not a doctor. I'm an herbalist. I love dealing with herbs and fresh fruits and vegetables, and those work for me, so I use them a lot. All right. Okay, so turmeric for if you're having joint pain. Now, if you're having severe joint pain, please, by all means, go see a specialist. All right. Make sure you know what's going on first before you start taking medication or you start using herbs. All right. Or fruits and vegetables for said pain. Make sure you know what's going on in your life first before you start treating it. If you don't know what's going on, you won't know the proper way of treating it. Okay, so just because you feel pain in your joints, okay, it doesn't mean that you have arthritis or you have swelling or anything like that. Check first. Make sure you know what it is before you start. Make sense? All right, so I'm gonna blend this turmeric a little later on, but let me give you guys a little bit of knowledge here. And I'm reading this book, and it's called Foods That Harm and Foods That Heal. All right, it's a Reader's Digest. I love reading, and it has to do with mainly herbs and natural medicine, but it also includes meats and dairy and stuff like that. All right, so it actually tells you some of the things that could potentially harm you. All right, so this is page 283 of the book, Foods That Harm, Foods That Heal. Okay, so arthritis, we're talking about arthritis, right? Foods that harm, foods to stay away from. And that list is not all inclusive, okay? It's just a partial list. All right, red meat, butter, egg yolks, and other foods saturated with fat, or foods with saturated fat, processed foods that contain trans fats, refined carbohydrates such as sugar and white flour. All right, so these are some of the foods to avoid if you have arthritis. Okay, if you have swelling in your joints, inflammation, okay, you want to stay away from those foods. And some of the foods that can help you And again, it's based on this book. For those of you who eat salmon, fish, salmon, sardines, okay, citrus fruits, and those are foods that are good for arthritis. Citrus fruits, kiwi, pumpkin, peppers, sweet potatoes, cabbage, collard greens, rhubarb, spinach, walnuts, pineapple. One of my favorite fruits. I have pineapple all the time. As soon as I juice this one, I replace it. And beans. Okay, those are some of the foods that are good for arthritis. Okay, so be mindful of the foods that you take in when you're treating arthritis, and be mindful of the foods you should not. Foods to avoid. And it's not to say that just because you're avoiding the food, it's bad for you. It's just bad for you if you're treating arthritis. All right. And I never tell people, hey, you should eat this and you shouldn't eat that. That's not my call. That's called judging people. All right. I inform you of what I use, and I inform you of better choices. I would never tell you, hey, man, don't eat this thing, man. This is this and this is that. I don't know your situation, right? So I can't put that judgment on you. That's up to you, because I gave you choices, and there are a lot of choices. So you make up your mind what you're gonna eat and what you're not gonna eat. But I can inform you of what is not good and what is good. But I will never ever tell you, hey, eat this, don't eat that. That's for you to determine. All right? Hope everyone's good, man. I'm glad you guys could join me. And after the presentation, I am going to post my YouTube channel, the link to my YouTube channel. And I would like you guys to subscribe, like my channel, and comment, like, share. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Make a comment. Let me know where I'm really, out of tune, whatever, and I will adjust. Okay? It's all about you guys, and it helps me help you guys. All right? I will post the link to my YouTube channel afterwards. Okay, so we're talking about arthritis, right? And specifically, we are going to use turmeric for that purpose. All right? I got a nice amount here to work with. So turmeric is great for fighting inflammation. All right, really, really awesome. It's helpful for arthritis as well, and it will, based on studies, it helps boost your brain function. All right, and it could help in diabetes as well. But we're talking about arthritis and inflammation here. So it also helps, protect the body from the effects of smoking and chewing tobacco. And remember, it's with everything else, I always encourage people to check with your doctor if you are going to be using certain herbs on a regular basis, okay, for certain ailments. Make sure you know what to take with certain herbs, certain medications, if you are taking medications. So be mindful of that. Okay, so acne is a form of inflammation as well, right? So turmeric is good for that. If you have acne on your skin, you can make a paste of turmeric, some powdered turmeric and honey. You get 2 parts of honey to 1 part of turmeric, and you mix it up real well, and you dab it on the acne, right? That's a form of inflammation that will help keep it down, okay? Awesome, guys. Everyone's doing great. And I hope everyone's healthy, man. Hope you guys taking care of yourselves, and don't panic too much about what's going on. Just take care of yourselves like you normally do, you know. Awesome. Right on track, Alec. As always, man. Hey, friend, what's happening? Okay, so let's go back to the turmeric. So turmeric contains curcumin, right? And curcumin is the compound contained in turmeric, while the root itself is the bright yellow. Because once you peel it, you're gonna see it's gonna expose all that golden yellow color. All right. So the root itself is the bright yellow spice in the whole form, but curcumin is the compound contained within it. All right. That's the bad boy. That's what's gonna help you get the curcumin in there. All right. So let's see what we got. And some research shows that black pepper mixed with turmeric, it improves the bioavailability, okay, and making smaller doses more effective. So you want to use half a teaspoon of ground black pepper to a quarter cup of turmeric. All right, and the black pepper will help improve the effectiveness of the turmeric. All right, try that out as well. Do a little bit of research on it as well, and you can also use turmeric on your skin, man. Okay, you can mix like half a teaspoon of turmeric powder with some honey and put it on your skin. It will help it stay nice and smooth on your face. You could make a face mask with honey and turmeric. Put it on there. It will make your face look nice and young. Get rid of acne and different things, unwanted things on your face. And of course you can use turmeric for other means other than arthritis and swelling and inflammation. Okay, so in the beginning, when I started, I told you that since I do a lot of workout, my joints are constantly moving, and with all the jumping and spinning and turning and falling down and getting up and falling back down and rolling, you know, my joints take a beating. So I have to find something that keeps my joints healthy. Okay, I need those joints to be healthy. So turmeric is what I turn to. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We have a blender. Gotta put on gloves because turmeric is once I pop this open, for those of you who know, turmeric is very, very colorful. It's yellow. It will stain anything it comes in contact with. Okay, so I'm gonna use gloves so my hands don't get stained up really yellow because I have to use my computer, and I don't want my computer to be half turmeric, half plastic, or whatever else it's made with. All right, cool. So I got my blender, and I will show you guys how I get my turmeric going. And you got some water here, so let's start with 16 ounces of water. We will need more than 16 ounces, okay? But we're gonna start with 16 ounces. Okay, so if you can't find, okay, turmeric root, by all means look for the organic powder form, okay? It's just as good. But I grew this in my yard, so it's better. Right out of the ground, nice and fresh. Okay, so 16 ounces of water. Since this grew in my yard, I'm not gonna peel it, but I will peel I will open a chunk so you guys will see, for those of you who don't know, what it looks like inside, okay? So bear with me. Let's get a better view of my blender right here. All right. So while I do this, you could use turmeric in your rice, in your sauce, whatever you cook in. Okay, you can put turmeric in it. Okay, you can put turmeric in your smoothie. Make soup with it, and you could make tea with turmeric, honey, and milk. So since I don't use regular milk, I use plant-based milk. So that's what I use. Use what you like. I'll just give you some good advice to start using plant-based milk. But again, I don't cast no judgment, so I can't force on you what you should do and what you shouldn't do, okay? Just give you information. What you do with it is up to you. All right, so we got 16 ounces of water, and from the looks of it, we will need more water in this blender right here. So let's put a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to open up, I'll peel this turmeric, this piece right here. I'll show you guys. It's golden yellow, man. This thing is awesome. Turmeric has also been known to fight tumors, cancerous tumors in your body. Alright, so after you blend it up, you want to store it, and we'll talk about that after I blend it. You got to store it properly for it to last. Okay, you want it to last, and you're going to store it in your refrigerator. I'm going to put a bad boy in the fridge. You guys, some of you remember back in the day, 60s, 70s, and the early 80s, man, to the mid 80s. In Rasta, I used to preach about eating healthy, you know. So it still remains. It never changes. You gotta eat healthy. And we used to warn people about canned foods containing processed foods and ingredients that harm you. Okay, so the same remains, the same message. I bring the same message to you. It hasn't changed for me because it has proven over time that it's true. All right, so there it is with the skin off. See what it did to the glove? Yellow. See that? You don't want that on your skin because it will stay on your fingers for a long time. Okay? So that's why I'm wearing the glove. Nice and yellow. I'll dump it in here. And you can mix it with orange juice. You can mix it with black pepper. You can mix it with your favorite juice, whatever juice that you like. I like drinking it straight. I do 1 part turmeric to 2 parts, whatever, milk, water, orange juice, pineapple juice, or sometimes I just take a small dose, just turmeric. Okay, I have a copper little shot glass here, made of copper, and I use this as a measuring mechanism to determine how much I need to take. All right, so let's blend this up. It's going to be noisy a little bit, all right? but then the algorithms on Facebook is going to phase out the sound after a few seconds, so it won't be as loud. Let's go. All right. And as you can see, the color golden yellow. All right. Golden yellow. So, next step, we got to strain it. All right, we're gonna strain it. So I want you guys to get a view of how I do this. Give me a second. Let me get this out of the way. So I like using a white cloth because colored cloth contains dyes, and you don't want the dye to have any negative effect on your food, right? What you're gonna intake. So make sure I use a white cloth that has no dye, zero dye. So I'm gonna pour this into here. I have a bowl or a container. I have a plastic glass container. Okay, white cloth, clean white cloth, and I'm gonna pour it into here because we gotta strain it. That's about 18 ounces of water for now. Okay, just use that for now. That bad boy stains really bad, man. So gotta wear gloves. All right, so we're gonna grab the cloth at the opening, and close it here. All right, so in case you didn't know, turmeric is what gives curry, and this is not gonna get thrown away. That's the pashi, that's the remnants. Nou va rajete pashi la ou sa, nou ka chen sa pou nou treat manje. Okay, so we're gonna keep this. See that? You don't want that on your hands. You want it on the gloves. All right, so this is strained out, and I think it is safe to remove these gloves. All right. So now that this is strained, we have strained this out. So it looks like. But you are going to need to dilute it, okay? You have to dilute it. So we're gonna add the rest of this water. This will probably give us about 7 to 8 cups. And you probably want to use, it depends on how much you need. Like me, I drink it all the time. So it depends on how much you need. Drink based on your needs, okay? And I need some more water. And this is gonna yield about 8 cups, guys, maximum. Okay, right there we have about 7 cups turmeric. Now let's talk about, okay, nice and colorful. That's a lot. So I started telling you about what makes the what gives curry. Hi, hey Risa, what's up? Oh yeah, it's very good. What's up, Russell? So, um, in case you didn't know, turmeric is what gives curry powder. Turmeric is what gives curry powder. It's yellow colored. Okay, that's what they use in curry to make it yellow. Okay, but curry includes like salt, spices, different spices, and that's why it's curry. But turmeric is what gives curry its color. Cool. All right. So let's talk about now we blended it. Let's talk about storing it. Need glass jars. Have quite a few of these bad boys. Glass jars. Fill them. Fill it up. Okay. Don't store your turmeric in plastic containers. It will make it last way less than it should. Put it in glass, okay? Glass containers, glass jars. And this is one. Goes in the fridge. And in the morning, I drink it in the morning. Morning, I would take about, what's this, maybe about half a cup. I want to say this is half a cup now. Hold on here. This is 1 cup. Yeah, so this is half a cup right here. So about half a cup in the morning, mixed with your favorite juice. You know what I mean? You can put it in your glow cocoa. If you want to mix it with your bois bandé, you can put it in there too, you know. For those of you who take bois bandé, you can use it in milk. Mix it with milk and honey, or just milk. Orange juice, pineapple juice, passion fruit juice. Okay, you can mix it with your cocoa tea. You put in your cocoa tea as well. All right, and you could drink it warm. You don't have to drink it cold. It goes in the fridge, so it could be preserved. All right, it will last longer in the fridge. And I kid you guys not, man. This is gonna help take the swelling down. If you have any swelling or pain in the joints, but you have to be consistent. You gotta be consistent. It's not something that's gonna heal you in a week or two. You have to be consistent, and you have to make sure, like I said at the beginning, that you do have arthritis or swelling, pain in the joints. Make sure you know what's going on first. Don't just take it because you have pain. Find out. Go see your doctor. Make sure you know exactly what's happening to you before you start taking any type of medicine or medication, herbal medicine, right? Make sure of that first. So that's my presentation for tonight, guys. I hope everyone's healthy. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves. Make sure you guys exercise and eat right. Eat what makes you feel good. Eat what is good for you. All right? Sometimes there are certain foods certain people eat that makes them feel really great, and then other people eat the same food and they don't feel the same way. They don't get the same effectiveness out. Okay, you don't get the same benefits because everyone's built differently. So eat and drink what makes you feel right. Because you got to balance. You're the one responsible for balancing yourself. Okay, I can't tell you what's going to balance you. I could only tell you what balances me. And I give you information on what balances me because of my body type, the way my body is shaped. Okay, the foods that I'm accustomed to eating and the stuff that I'm accustomed to drinking. Okay, so be mindful of that. No judgment, no pressure. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you guys thank you, friend and Risa. Make sure you guys exercise. All right, it's good for the body. Okay, so don't just sit and be immobile. Be mobile and get up and do something. All right, so that's the presentation, guys. Short and sweet. It's going to be posted on my YouTube channel. I will put my YouTube channel link on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page, and please subscribe. All right, until next presentation, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Don't forget. All right, guidance.